Yeah, hi Naomi, Rowan here, just checking in, all systems are good.
Awesome, we're all good here.
I'm missing half my cables. That one's not plugged in. I don't know where that's gone. You got it all figured? I'm going to confirm if you're 100% cool. Yeah, that's cool. Should have come to the bus. No, for the second.
So Aaron Havey's overall time from yesterday, 33 to a minute and 26 seconds faster than Todd Lehman. 9 seconds behind Todd Lehman is Aaron James. So quite a close battle between Lehman and James. We'll keep an eye on that throughout the weekend. Robert Plant in 4th overall. A further 32 seconds behind Aaron James. And Toby Ryman in 5th. Travis Conrad in 6th place. The Vanderwood team, Darren and Millie in 7th. Simon Baker in 8th. Corey Hayworth sitting in 9th. Colin Johnson sits 10th. Matt Ridley in 11th place overall. And Ben McNamara in 12th. But Ben was unable to complete his 5 laps yesterday, only able to manage the 4 laps before issues struck the new Honey Badger car. So here we go, Aaron Havey, pointing to the lights. Flawless run in the prologue, a flawless run in section. Now has the 43-kilometre track to tackle instead of the short course. Enduro racing here at the Waikerie Hotel, Riverland Enduro, about to get underway as Aaron Havey, first car. Now onto the start. Alrighty. 1 minute and 26 seconds was the gap to Todd Lehman. So Todd Lehman will be starting 1 minute behind Aaron Havey. Was in Heat 2 yesterday. Started behind David Hall, but David Hall had a drama which left Lehman out in front with clean air. And he's used the clean air to fight his way to 2nd overall. Can Todd Lehman chase down Aaron Havey? Keep a close eye on it throughout the day as Lehman, second car to take to the track. This will bring up car number 93 of Aaron James. One of the single seat competitors here this weekend. Aaron James, experienced road racer. He's won lots of races. He's always right up the front. As Aaron Havey gets the second here at the Waikerie Hotel, Riverland Enduro. So AJ takes to the circuit in 93. car away this morning as Todd Leader makes his way back towards the Sutton Ford Whoops. Ryman looking to make a lot of points for the AORRA series today. May find himself in the series lead if the day goes how he's planned it. Car number 80 underway. Next on the line, car 128, Robert Blunt. Had quite a consistent day yesterday, Dick. The Blunt team. And find themselves right in the mix here at the 2024 Waikerie host of Riverland Enduro. As Aaron James already come back towards us in the Sutton Ford Whoops. We'll make his way up to the Jetburst Super Jump. Revs rise for Robert Plant. Taking to the circuit. Now as our cars leave for their Enduro section, we do have our ears to the ground on all recovery radio, so if anything comes up, we'll let you know as soon as we possibly can. On the grid now. The 10.06 of Travis Conrad had a really good day yesterday, in which was a day that was not so successful for our Class 10 competitors. Travis Conrad leading the class, one tackle the boys. Conrad himself was quite aggressive over the whoops on occasions and banked off on a few. I think he's found his rhythm over the Sutton Ford Whoops. He's got a few attempts at him today. Travis Conrad up and running here in right up to the line now to the 921 of Simon Baker. First car out here, heat number 1 yesterday. He had a clean air run. Simon Baker's goal is consistency and to finish. He wants to be there at the end. The right plant hits the Sutton Ford Whoops for the first time today. Of Simon Baker underway at Waikerie for the Enduro section in 2024. So with Baker up running next on the line is the 554, the low class line entry here this weekend. It's Millie Vanderwood. I believe Millie and Aaron sharing the mile duties yesterday. Quite today, overall time of 40.03.29 for the Vanderwood team. But Darren is not in the car today. There's Conrad in the scores. The Class 5 is go at Waikerie. Some of them Class 5s, I love Class 5. Alright, next on the line is the 1088 of Matt Ridley. The only motorbike powered car we've got here this weekend. Doing battle with all the big car engines. It's only a small car, but we'll see what he can achieve here this weekend when we go Enduro racing, the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro 2024. Simon Baker already back into view, just cruising over the Sutton Ford, whoops, going for that finish. No need to do anything silly as Matt Ridley gets up and running. Oh, now, Ben had a great first lap in the short course yesterday. Unfortunately, on his fifth and final lap, dramas meaning he was unable to finish the section. They've repaired the car and he's back on the grid this morning. Only the second run in this car, he raced it at Fink. So still learning the car, learning the equipment. Probably just working out those little teething issues that can come up and hit a brand new package. As the Class 5 of Millie Vanderwood returns into view, Ben McNamara's going to leave us. Then we'll go over the Jetworth Super Jump. We've got two more cars left on the start grid. Next up, the 281 of Corey Hayworth. Now, as I was saying yesterday, Corey been doing a lot of racing in a single-seat Class 10 car. But he's since sold the car and bought himself this Class 2. It was up for sale for a little while. I'm not sure if it still is or he's decided to keep it. No, it looks like still for sale. So if you're interested in getting into off-road racing, this car on the grid is certainly available to purchase. You can get involved in this. Hayworth, he was the first out on the prologue track yesterday. He had a great and he will get his journey of the 43-kilometre loop underway. So with Hayworth out on the track, we have one car left to start. And probably the car with the most experience in the field, it's Colin Johnson. Car 122. Total section time yesterday of 41:26:31. So Colin will be looking to have a strong day today. McNamara back into view. As Johnson gets underway. So, so all cars are underway here at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro 2024. Now, if you'd like to keep up to date with all the times, the live timing and live streaming is available on the AORRA YouTube app. And we've got some internet and phones, jump on the AORRA YouTube channel. And you can keep up to date with all the live timing as the cars cross the line. Colin Johnson, the last couple of days today, hitting the Sutton floors, and we'll tackle the G-Work super jump. We'll turn right, head out of our view. I've been handed these here this weekend, past winners of the event. 2021, Aaron Havey. So we'll have to see if Aaron can back it up here again this year. Second that year was Tyler Owen. Todd Lehman was third, so Todd sitting in second here at the moment. 2022 there was no race held, but 2023 Carl Havey took victory from Brenton Forsyth and Adam Burley in third place. So the Haveys looking to make it 3 from 3 here at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro for 2024. It was the 30-kilometre track last year. We've got a longer track this year. His fastest lap, a 19:26.747. Let's see how much longer this track roughly is in comparison to the 30-kilometre track when it comes to time. But I do have the short course times from last year. And I can tell you that Aaron Havey, well and truly faster than last year's times. The fastest, looking like a 6:56 last year. And I don't have Aaron's time from yesterday in front of it, but I believe it was about a 6:32 from memory. Do you have a list of cars doing the state championship?
Everyone except for one.
Oh, okay.
There's one car in the club. Everyone else is doing state.
Yeah. Do you know who it is?
No. I need a round time event soon anyway, so I'll ask. This jump here is about 3/4 lap.
Yeah. We can hear our competitors starting to come back towards us now. But while we wait for them, I've got a list here of competitor bios. Some of them are quite serious, some of them are quite funny. I like the funny ones, so we're going to start there. We're actually going to start with Aaron Havey. Had a bit of experience, loved going fast. Plenty of experience, and certainly does like going fast. And Liz Havey, navigating for Aaron this weekend, loved going really fast with awesome husbands. So I think this team just likes going fast. And find Todd Lehman on the sheet. I like this one. I'm not famous, I just love off-road racing. Right, first car back into view here for the Enduro section is car 57 of Aaron Havey. They will hit the Waikerie Toyota infield jump. And will continue on his journey of this 43-kilometre track. So it's 3/4
About that.
So I've just been told the Waikerie Toyota infield jump is about the 3/4 mark of the track. So we go back to the bios for a minute. Car 554, Millie Vanderwood. The bio is, Darren isn't very good at finishing races, so he has decided to let Millie try.
It's my double side of tape and race tape left over on the bench there.
So remembering that Aaron Havey started 1 minute in front of Todd Lehman, Aaron's been and gone. We still haven't seen the second car on the grid. Right, next car in the view. It is the 85 of Todd Lehman. I think Aaron has built that gap up quite a large amount as Lehman hits the Waikerie Toyota jump. All right, Aaron James. So the top 3 cars away, the first 3 cars to return. No issues for our top 3 so far. As the first few of our cars make their way through the Waikerie Toyota jump, remind us some of our DNFs from yesterday. The 1042 of Peter Tamblin completed the prologue, but an unfortunate landing, a little bit side on, forced the left-hand rear wheel underneath the Class 10 car. Dan Schiller, drive shaft failure in 1028. The 1027 of Jim Shep, gearbox failure. Paul Walsh in car 1016, front suspension failure. Evan Lampard, a similar fate with a front arm failure. And Toby Ryman is back in the view now for car number 80. So I think the gaps. 5th place. Next of our cars, number 1006 of Travis Conrad. It's flying back towards the start-finish line. Ready to tackle lap number 2. Travis Conrad's first lap time, a 30:07.46. So combined overall times for section 1 and section 2. Aaron Havey from Todd Lehman and Aaron James. So as they took off on their start order this morning, that is the overall time. So Conrad hitting the Sutton forward, whoops. Not backed off, just leaves the suspension travel to all the work. So while Conrad takes off over the Jetworks Super Jump, a big shout out to our sponsors of the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro for 2024, our naming rights sponsor, Waikerie Hotel, our platinum sponsors, Sprint Freight and Logistics, Ramco Earthworks, Waikerie Toyota and Sutton Ford. Our gold sponsors, Ronco, Growers Services, Waikerie Club, Elders Loxton, Waikerie Tyre Power, Riverland Funerals, River Murray Auto Wreckers, Waikerie Plumbing and Gas. Our silver sponsors, Shill Auto, Waikerie Mechanical, Truro Agencies, Royal Bush Quality Meats. Our bronze sponsors, Ultimate Irrigation Barmera, Riverland Irrigation Waikerie. And our class sponsors, of course, Ultimate Class, sponsored by Element Off-Road. Class 1, sponsored by Manham Auto Centre. Class 2, sponsored by Waikerie Machine Hire. Class 5, sponsored by River Murray Auto Wreckers. Class 10, sponsored by Waikerie Toyota. And Class 11, sponsored by Sutton Ford. And also a massive thank you to our landowners who allow all these competitors to go racing and all of us to spectate and camp here throughout the weekend. The Newell and Viewmont Station Collins family and Craig Collins. So a massive thank you to our landowners for letting us use the property this weekend. Right, Simon Baker in 921 will be the next car to complete the first lap. Head out on to lap number 2. Not far behind Simon Baker is Matt Ridley in 1088. Matt Ridley has put up a lot of time on Simon Baker. He started Simon earlier this morning. So he's made up a lot of that time and will try and chase down the ultimate class competitor. So Matt Ridley, his first lap time a 31.02. And Simon Baker a 32.36. So Robert Plant was chasing down Toby Ryman. Matt Ridley is going to chase down Simon Baker. We'll see if he can make the pass on this lap. As the 5:54 interview, the only Class 5 here this weekend, Millie Vanderwood. 1 lap done at Waikerie in 2024. And Baker cruising over the Sutton Ford whoops as Matt Ridley will be in his mirrors. Both these crews just carefully negotiating the Sutton Ford whoops. Finish is the goal. So the 281 of Corey Hayworth, and not far behind him, looks like the 1169 of Ben McNamara. So Corey Hayworth started behind Ben McNamara. So Hayworth has caught and passed Ben McNamara. Well, I heard a little rumour yesterday, and I'm not entirely sure if it's true, but I'm relatively confident in this, that over the whoops, Corey knees lifted up and may have turned the car off as it hit the kill switch. And apparently that happened to him about 8 or 9 times earlier this year at Carilla. So I think he might need to move the location of that kill switch in the car. So Millie Vanderwood's time a 33.29, Ben McNamara a 33.14, Corey Hayworth a 32.04. Havey about to tackle the Waikerie Toyota jump. On lap number 2 as Hayworth in the Jetworks buggy will hit the Jetworks super jump. Colin Johnson in 122 will come across the line to finish lap number 1. So plenty of cars in view at the moment. Ben McNamara also. With Ben McNamara just leaving our view. I do have a bio here for Ben. Recently competed in his first Feet Desert race in June. They finished 13th outright and class finish of 13th in class and 47th outright. And he did receive the car a week before the race. I know that car was in Luke Ersig's workshop for a while there, being built. And it was picked up a week before the race. They headed up to Fink. And this is the second race in the car. And navigator bio, so Callum Crossy navigating for Ben this weekend. It's Callum's first off-road race as a navigator. Apparently he's been competing at Speedway for a very, very long time, or since a young age. And they're hoping that he enjoys the experience. Colin Johnson over the Sutton Ford Whoops in 122. Car number 85, it's Todd Lehman, second away this morning. Aaron Havey has made that gap very, very large between first and second on the road. And Todd Lehman finished third here in 2021. Looking like he's going to go one better here in 2024, but it's still a long way to go. The third car away this morning. It's the third car on the road. Aaron James hits the Waikerie Toyota jump. Will continue on his way towards finishing lap number 2. And here's the 128 of Robert Plant. He was chasing down Toby Ryman. Looks like he has caught and passed Ryman in car number 80. We'll have to wait and see how far behind Ryman is from car 128 of Plant. So Plant flying here for the Enduro section at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro for 2024. There's Ryman now. One of our ultimate class cars. Ryman was very fast in prologue yesterday, was fast in the short course, but Robert Plant has caught and passed Toby Ryman. This event is effectively two events. We've got round 5 of the 2024 ARB 4x4 Accessory Sale Multi-Club Series and round 1 of the AORRA South Australian Off-Road Racing Championship. So the Multi-Club Series competitors only doing 3 laps. Now, I have been told there's only one competitor who is just doing the AORRA Series. The rest of them are either doing only the state or are both AORRA and state. So what that means is that for one of our competitors, all they'll do today is 3 laps. The rest of them will complete 3 laps. They'll come in for a 30-minute service break, and then they'll head out and complete 2 more laps here at the 2024 Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. And about to start lap number 3 is car number 57 of Aaron and Liz Havey. A cracking first lap time this morning. Together for lap number 2. A 26:34 for lap 2. It's about 30 seconds slower for Aaron Havey on lap 2. So his first lap, still the fastest lap of the day. We'll also take the opportunity to thank our 2024 4x4 Accessories AORRA Multi-Club Series sponsors, ARB 4x4 Accessories, River Murray Auto Wreckers, PMD Race Products and Racer Imports, sponsoring the AORRA Series for this year. And a big shout out to our crews doing the timing and the live stream. It's a big effort to get everything sorted out so that it all works nice and seamlessly. And it's been it's a massive credit to the team who put it all together for us to see this weekend here at the track and at home on the YouTube, AORRA YouTube channel. Aaron Havey over the Sutton Ford walks. His 3rd lap of the day. Take flight over the Jetworks Super Jump. So in good news for a lot of our competitors and a lot of our crews, it sounds like it's been pretty quiet on recovery radio so far. So not too much to report at the moment, which is very good news for all of our competing crews and our pit crews. Not a lot of work to do at the moment, but there is a service break coming up. So they will have a chance to go over the car, maybe top up the fuel tank, and reset for a further 2 laps of the 43-kilometre loop. So Travis Conrad in 10.06, heading the Waikerie Toyota jump as our next car. Car 85 of Todd Lehman will complete his second lap. So 27.34 for Todd Lehman on that lap, and about a minute slower than Aaron Havey was on the lap. So Aaron Havey cruising out in front at the moment. And here comes AJ in car 93, single seat competitor. Lehman flying towards the Jetwork Super Jump. So our top 3 competitors, flawless runs so far. AJ hitting the Sutton Ford whoops. Robert Plant, next car to start lap number 10 here at Waikerie in 2024. So lap 2 times. Aaron Havey a 26.34, Todd Lehman a 27.34, and Aaron James a 27.47. All 3 competitors were faster on lap number 1 this morning than lap number 2. Ryman crossed up over the jump here. He's gathered it up down the sprint freight logistics straight. Matt Ridley over the Waikerie Toyota infield jump. Now Robert Plant has changed things. He's faster on lap number 2 at 27.33. Only a fraction faster than lap number 1, but he's the only competitor to go faster on lap number 2. Chase down and pass Ryman, and we have had Ridley chase down and pass Simon Baker. So Ridley will be about 7th on the road at the moment. Reminder to everyone that all of our times from today and yesterday we added together, and we're determining our overall winner here for the 2024 Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. Ryman with a 28.30. His first lap time was a 28.22. So only a few seconds slower. Would have been keeping an eye out in the mirrors as Robert Plant chased him down. Millie Vanderwood in 5.54. Back into view now and line up the Class 5 to tackle the Waikerie Toyota jump. Starting 11th on the grid this morning and Millie in 8th, so Corey chasing down Millie Vanderwood at the moment. Now I do have a track map here in front of me, and this track has got a very good mix of tighter, twisty sections, but also some very long and fast straights. So plenty of opportunities for our competitors to stretch their legs on the long sections along the fence lines, and then also the smaller cars can make some time up ducking in and out of the tree lines. Here comes the 10.06 of Travis Conrad. Relatively new car to the stable. Conrad hitting the Sutton forwards once again. Alright, recovery radio has come through. The 122 of Colin Johnson has come to a stop. Unsure what the issue is, but recovery have made their way over there and they're trying to find out the issue, and if they can either be repaired out on the track or they'll need to be towed back in. So we'll update you with that information as soon as possible. But not good news for the 122 of Colin Johnson and Carter Johnson. Alright, so it sounds like the 122 Colin Johnson is missing a wheel. So not good news for Cole Johnson. But in the meantime, we've got another car making their way towards the start-finish line. We'll pop out of the tree line any moment. It is the 1088 of Matt Ridley. Made his way through the field this morning. There's Matt Ridley, the single seat competitor. Here on the Davey tackles the Waikerie Toyota jump once again. Simon Baker will finish another lap here at the Riverland Enduro, but he is making his way into the pits. So the 921 of Simon Baker heading into the pits. So Simon Baker has a crew around the place. You may want to head over there now, see what the issue is with the 921 machine. Michael Lesk navigating for Simon Baker this weekend. The team's done quite a bit of racing over the last couple of years. Class 10 competitor Matt Ridley tackling the Sutton Ford whoops. This weekend. Over to Rowan. If a tyre fallen off or some other note could be made for Colin Johnson on lap 3, that would be appreciated.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with it, Patrick, so we'll just leave it running.
All good. Yep. So Simon Baker at 32 on lap number 2. See how much time he lost in the pits there. And that time will be registered for lap number 3, which he is on right now, tackling the Sutton Ford whoops in car 921. Over the start finish jump, it's Millie Vanderwood in 5:54. And not far behind Millie is the 281 of Corey Hayworth. So Hayworth chasing down Millie Vanderwood. Vanderwood started out of 8th place. Hayworth starting out of 11th. So Hayworth cutting his way through this field for the Enduro section. And Ben McNamara also making his way over the start finish jump. He started in the 10th row of the grid this morning. Cars 93 and 85 finishing next lap. our battle pack returning Millie Vanderwood with Corey Hayworth in the mirrors. The buggy making up a lot of time on the truck over the whoops. He'll be right in the dust now over the Jetworks Super Jump.
Cars crossing the line. Next time we'll be finishing. That's car 8080 921 1088 281. All the rest of the cars will be coming into pits. There are 4 cars finishing when they cross the line.
McNamara also on sudden. Now, I've got to correct myself from earlier. It sounds like there's 4 cars running the AORRA series only. So 4 of the cars will be completing their 3rd lap and will come into finish. Well, look out, the 93 of Aaron James has made his way into the pits. He was sitting in 3rd place, and Robert Plant, who's been flying through the field this morning, might find himself going up a position. Not sure what the issue is for AJ. He's made his way into the pits.
So he can actually end up going back out to the same place. Like past jump instead of having to restart the whole lap.
So it was a very quiet morning on Recovery Radio, and all of a sudden, AJ in the pits, Simon Baker came into the pits for a short time, Colin Johnson with a DNF. It's all starting to happen here at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. A few of our cars are only running the 3 laps today. The rest of them will come in for a half an hour service break, and they'll return to the circuit for 2 more laps here at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro for 2024. And that would be car 57 of Aaron Havey returning to us now to complete lap number 3. So he will make his way into the pit area for a half an hour service break. Give him a time to check over the car, top it up with a bit of fuel, and head back out for 2 more laps of the 43-kilometre track. So a 27.06 for Aaron Havey on his 3rd lap. So with a small gap in the action, a massive thank you to all of our volunteers and officials here this weekend. Also a massive thank you to the medical team. Without all of these people, events like this cannot get off the ground. So a massive thank you to all of our recovery crews, our officials, and all the volunteers who make this all happen.
Thanks to the med staff, even if we fling tyres at them.
the sound of Todd Lehman completing lap number 3. Car 85. Over the line, will make his way into the pit area. A 27.53 for Todd Lehman. His fastest lap of the day, lap number 1, a 27.17. So lap number 2 and lap number 3, just a little bit slower for Todd Lehman. Still sitting second on the road. And until we see Robert Plant come back, we won't have a true indication of overall positioning. The sound of Travis Conrad hitting the Waikerie Toyota infield jump. Continuing his strong weekend so far. Conrad about 6 on the road, roughly 6 outright on corrected time. Interview to complete his 3rd lap of the Waikerie Riverland Enduro for 2024. To get a lap time for Robert Plant, who chased down and passed Toby Ryman earlier this morning. Plant with a 27.51, a couple of seconds faster than Todd Lehman on that last lap. The Plant's fastest time of the day was lap number 2 at 27.33. So a lot of our competitors just losing a little bit of time as the day gets older. All of their laps, so the track might be cutting up a bit more, meaning our competitors have to just slow up a little bit in some of the rougher sections out here at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. Toby Ryman in car number 80. One of our AORRA competitors. So he's going to greet the checkered flag and finish his running at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. A really, really good result for Toby Ryman. Second in the AORRA series before the start of this weekend. But Evan Lampard in first place, unable to finish here. So Toby Ryman taking a good haul of points as we head towards Wanaka for the next round. So Ryman with a 29.15 on lap number 3. Again, going slower on that lap than the previous two. So very, very similar for all of our competitors. Going a little bit slower as the day grows older. Tackle the Waikerie to jump once again. Motorbike powered machine. Completing about 3/4 of this current lap. So with the first few of our competitors having completed the 3 laps, overall time for Aaron Havey a 1:53.07. So that's combined times for today and yesterday. Todd Lehman 1:57.34. Robert Plant at 1:58.29.
There's the gaps between them.
So 4 minutes and 26 seconds the margin between first and second place. So that is Aaron Havey's lead over Todd Lehman on overall corrected time. And 54 seconds the gap between Todd Lehman and Robert Plant. Plant's fastest lap time of the day, a 27:33. Todd Lehman's fastest lap time of the day, a 27:17. However, Robert Plant on that last lap did go faster than Todd Lehman. So the Class 1 competitor trying to chase down second outright. Simon Baker interviewed in car 921. Over the Waikerie Toyota jump. Still a few Ks left to go for this lap for Simon Baker. Travis Conrad in 10:06. Over the line to complete his third lap. Will make his way into the pits for his 30-minute service break. Give the crew a chance to stretch their legs. Put some more fuel in the car and have a look for any issues that may have come up in the first 3 laps. However, that car has been looking very consistent all weekend. So we've got a lap time for Travis Conrad for you. 30:36 for Travis Conrad. There's Corey Hayworth, our lone Class 2 competitor, over the Waikerie Toyota jump. AORRA Series competitors. I'm not sure if he's doing the state round this weekend or just AORRA. However, he's been running a lot of the AORRA stuff this year, and for this event was 5th in the series points scores. So Millie Vanderwood over the Toyota jump. Not far behind is Ben McNamara, but I reckon Millie may have had a issue there, if I hear correctly, with recovery heading over there now. McNamara heading on through. In the meantime, all of our top competitors in the pits for a little while. So Aaron Havey, probably about halfway through his 30-minute service break roughly. Maybe a little bit further actually. But he still has another 2 laps here of the 2024 Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro left to run.
I'll just go downstairs for a sec. We'll just leave it
I'm just trying to find where I put my point score list for AORRA. I've dropped it somewhere in amongst all my mess, but I was just explaining how Corey Hayward was sitting 5th in the series. And with the unfortunate DNF of Evan Lampard and David Hall also a DNF yesterday, means that Corey might get a nice haul of AORRA points and launch himself up towards the top 3. So while our crews are in the pits having their service break, might be having a bite to eat, make sure you get down and support our catering teams. Grab yourself a bite to eat or a drink, and you can settle in for another 2 laps here at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. Coming back towards us now. Ridley and Hayworth now towards us, and Ridley in 10.88 will be the next car across the line. And he will greet the checkered flag. So 3 laps done, and he has completed his running at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro for 2024. As we look down to the start area now, car 57 of Aaron Havey is preparing to tackle this 43-kilometre track 2 more times on his quest to win another Riverland Enduro here in 2024. There's a 4-minute and 26-second margin back to second place Todd Lehman. There's got plenty of time up his sleeve. Todd Lehman is going to have Robert Plant to worry about, with Plant making some moves. Making his way up into 3rd. Corrected time, Robert Plant. Simon Baker, car 921. Got a clean air out in front of him for his final lap here of the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. But the crew will be happy. A finish here at Waikerie in 2024. One of our AORRA competitors here this weekend. So he has finished his day and is running. So a couple of minutes still before Aaron Havey will restart. So at 11:19 and 45 seconds, Aaron Havey will return to the circuit. Todd Lehman will restart at 11:23 and 45 seconds. And Robert Plant, 11:26 and 58 seconds. These cars will be back on the track. Corey Hayworth in 281. Our only Class 2 competitor here this weekend has greeted the checkered flag. A finish for Hayworth at Waikerie in 2024. So Aaron Havey being brought up to the line now. Ben McNamara will make his way into the pits, one of our state championship competitors, so he's still got 2 more laps to run. As I can see, Todd Lehman just bringing the car back out to the start area. So Aaron Havey has a lead in this event currently of over 4 minutes. 86 kilometres left to go for Aaron and his Havey as they take the Freight Logistics start straight. 2 laps of this 43-kilometre circuit left to run. So 4 minutes and 26 seconds is the margin on cricket time between Aaron Havey and second place Todd Lehman. A further 54 seconds back is Robert Plant, but Robert Plant a quicker lap time on his last lap than Lehman. Now of course Toby Ryman, who was 4th on the road, greeted the checkered flag, so he will not return to the circuit. One of our AORRA competitors here this weekend, so his 3 laps are done, and only our state championship competitors will be doing the final 2 laps here in 2024. Now, still uncertain what the issue is or was with the 93 of Aaron James. Still sitting there in the pits. They made their way back in Well, he made his way back in from the Waikerie Toyota jump. I'm unsure what the issue was there, but Todd Lehman making his way up to the start line now. As Aaron Havey will tackle the Sutton forward hooks for the second to last time today. The element dancing across the book up towards the Jetworks super jump. Car number 85 of Todd Lehman being brought up towards the start line. There's a lot of time that he has to chase down if he wants to win this event. Probably a little bit too much at the moment, but he's got to worry about Robert Plant in third place, 54 seconds the difference. So a couple of slower lap times, and if Robert Plant maintains his consistency, he could find himself, you know, really tough battle for third place. Revs rise for Todd Lehman. And he has 2 more laps to go here.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Goes the 554 towed back into the pits. You know, the crew is okay. Just being monitored at the moment, but they are okay. So an unfortunate non-finish for the Vanderwood team. Todd Lehman back into view and tackling the Sutton forward whoops. so with Travis Conrad being brought up to the line, 128 of Robert Plant. The information I'm getting is saying he's supposed to restart at 11:26. It is now 11:32. So if that is the case, that means that Robert Plant is losing a lot of time in the pits at the moment. That is, if that information is correct, he is losing a lot of time at the moment. Travis Conrad being brought up to the line. He's got another 2 laps ahead of him today. Running in the state championship section. So state championship competitors having to complete 215 kilometres. And Conrad with 86 kilometres left ahead of him. As we get towards the end of the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. The 10.06 of Travis Conrad under the control of the starter and returns to the track. 2 more laps to go for Travis. We have 3 cars out on the track at the moment. I wouldn't think we'd be far away from seeing the return of Aaron Havey or Todd Lehman. Here is the 10.06 now back into view, making his way towards the Sutton Ford whoops. And the 57 of Aaron Havey over the Waikerie Toyota jump. Flawless all weekend so far. Winner of our prologue, winner of section 1, currently winning section 2 as well. Aaron Havey leads the field. 4 minutes and 26 seconds was the margin. Back to second place, Todd Lehman. I'm still unsure on what the situation is for the 128 of Robert Plant.
Do you receive, Patrick?
Yep.
Robert Plant had a rear arm loose and they won't go back out.
Alright, so the report coming through that Robert Plant will not be returning to the circuit. Issues with the rear arm. Unfortunately for Robert Plant, he made his way into the pits and won't be coming back out to complete the final 2 laps. Which means that Travis Conrad finds himself in a very, very strong position for our state championship. I've just been handed a awesome little bucket of chips from the Rotary Club, so I reminded to go down and grab yourself some food, some hot chips, some drinks, and support our catering teams here this weekend.
Can we order food on this channel?
So Ben McNamara will restart this race at 11:48 and 21 seconds. So another one of our state championship competitors, not far away from returning to the track. Interview now, the 85 of Todd Lehman. He has been on the podium here once before. and he's looking good to do it again this year at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. Not far from us now, we can hear the 57 machine of Aaron Havey flying towards us to complete lap number 4, which means that Aaron and Liz Havey in car 57 have 1 lap to go here at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. 43 k's left for Havey. As Aaron makes his way through the Sprint Freight Logistics start straight, Ben McNamara in 11.69 makes his way onto the start grid. His second race in this car. One of the honey badgers built by Luke from Ersic Motorsport. And Ben learning the car and enjoying the experience of being in a car with a little bit more power. He's been running in a Class 6 for a little while. And now behind the wheel of the ultimate class car, 1169. Under the control of the starter, Ben McNamara is underway for 2 more laps here at Riverland Enduro. So as McNamara disappears, Havey reappears over the sudden forward for the final time. McNamara, having just started his final 2 laps here at the Riverland Enduro, over the Sutton Ford whoops. Car 85 of Todd Lehman. Crossing the line, 1 more lap to go for Todd Lehman. Todd prologue around 7th place yesterday, but 7th or 8th place yesterday in the prologue. He was 2nd out in heat number 2. David Hall was leading the pack, but David Hall had a 5 joint failure which meant that Todd was able to have the majority of the 5 laps with clean air out in front of him. And he used that to his advantage and sat second overall overnight, and he has maintained second place throughout today. Now looking back into the pit area, it looks like the 93 of Aaron James moving around the pits. Looks like they might just be lining it up for the trailer. So an unfortunate end to Aaron James's weekend. He was running in third, but that car is being packed away. And here's Todd Lehman over the back, making his way towards the Sutton Ford whoops for the final time and the Jetworks Super Jump for the final time. So lap 4 for Aaron Havey was a 27.26 and Todd Lehman a 28.25. So some reports coming through that the 1169 machine of Ben McNamara has pulled up to the side of the road. The car is still running. Recovery about to find out what the issue may be for McNamara in 1169. That will be the sound of 1006 Travis Conrad. He's going to hit the Waikerie Toyota jump for the second and last time. with our 4 cars out on the circuit at the moment. Again, a massive thank you to all of our event sponsors here for this year. Our naming rights sponsor, Waikerie Hotel. Our platinum sponsors, Sprint Freight and Logistics, Ramco Earthworks, Waikerie Toyota and Sutton Ford. Our gold sponsors, Ronco, Growers Services, Waikerie Club, Elders Loxton, Waikerie Tyre Power, Riverland Funerals, River Murray Auto Wreckers, Waikerie Plumbing and Gas. Our silver sponsors are Shill Auto, Waikerie Mechanical, Truro Agencies and Rollwash Quality Meats. Our bronze sponsors, Ultimate Irrigation Barmera, Riverland Irrigation Waikerie. Our class sponsors, Element Off-Road sponsoring the Ultimate Class, Manham Auto Centre sponsoring Class 1, Waikerie Machine Hire sponsoring Class 2, River Murray Auto Wreckers sponsoring Class 5, Waikerie Toyota are our Class 10 sponsors, and Sutton Ford sponsoring Class 11. And of course a massive thank you to our landowners, Newell and Viewmont Station Collins family and Craig Collins. They have allowed us to camp here over the weekend and use their property as a racetrack. And a massive thank you to all of those sponsors and landowners for allowing us to put on this event here this weekend. Also a massive thank you to all of our volunteers and officials, the Waikerie Off-Road Club, for putting on a fantastic event once again. Our crews, Aaron Havey on his final lap of the race. Todd Lehman, second place at the moment. I will let everyone know if we get any more information from Ben McNamara. Uncertain if he has restarted or rejoined the track, having come to a stop out there with an issue. Travis Conrad also will be close to finishing lap number 4. car 57 interview, hitting the Waikerie Toyota infield jump for the last time at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro for 2024. Aaron Havey won the prologue, winner of Section 1, and is on his way to victory in Section 2. Not far away from finishing the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro for 2024.
Yeah, run the prologue video after the last car, comfortably after the last car finishes, let Cameron do his spiel about everyone finishing, and then just put that video on and then close it out after that.
Understood.
I still haven't heard any more information on car 1169 of Ben McNamara, but coming into view now is the 10.06 of Travis Conrad. Finishing lap number 4, they will begin their final lap of the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. A weekend that's been really tough for our Class 10 competitors. Travis Conrad has been super consistent. Both he and Matt Ridley have were the only 2 cars from Class 10 to begin the day. Of course, 1027 of Jim Shep out early with gearbox failure. 1028 of Dan Schiller, drive shaft issues. 1016 of Paul Walsh with front suspension failure. And Peter Tamblin having that little incident at the end of his prologue with the rear left folding underneath the Class 10 buggy. Conrad and Ridley have been super consistent, and Travis Conrad with 1 lap left to go.
Has Hayward finished? This is it.
And here is the 10.06 of Travis Conrad. He's been super over the Sutton Ford whoops all weekend. He's going to have one more opportunity to enjoy the ride in the Class 10 over the Sutton Ford whoops and over the Jetworks Super Jump. I still haven't had any news on the 1169 of Ben McNamara, the only other competitor out on the track yet to start the final lap. So Aaron Havey, Todd Lehman and Travis Conrad all on the final lap of the race. And Ben McNamara currently on lap number 4. We can hear the sound of our competitors. There is Ben McNamara. So the 1169 did come to a stop, but he's back on the track. And right behind him is the 85 of Todd Lehman. So McNamara's going to need to keep an eye out of the mirrors because Lehman right behind him. Lehman losing time in the dust of Ben McNamara.
Just a little bit of information for you.
An interview on the final lap. Flawless run through prologue, flawless run through section 1, and now section 2. Aaron and Liz Havey, dominant weekend at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. They have finished their 5 laps and greet the checkered flag. An outstanding performance from the Havey team. Didn't put a foot wrong all weekend. Led from start to finish.
Super Grand Slam.
So you can see the 57 machine, Aaron and Liz Havey pulling up towards the fence here. So if you want to get a close look at the 57 car, you can come up to the fence and once again, a reminder that the presentation of the event will occur as soon as possible after the last car has completed the section. So we still have the 85 of Todd Lehman, the 1006 of Travis Conrad, and the 1169 of Ben McNamara out on the track.
Don't answer me. I can't see you eating. 1169 still got a lap to go. Waikerie, I just wanted to see you multitask.
So with Aaron Havey across the line, his fastest time of the day, a 26.04 set on lap number 1. And all of our competitors throughout the day, this track must have been getting rougher and a bit harsher. All of our competitors going a bit slower and a bit slower. Final lap time 27.54. But the fastest lap of the race on lap number 1, a 26.04. Todd Lehman's still out there, his fastest lap, a 27.17. Travis Conrad. Oh, my screen's changed. Conrad with a 30.07. And McNamara, a 32.59. McNamara set on lap number 2. Havey, Lehman and Conrad, their fastest laps all on lap number 1. making his way towards a finish here at the 2024 Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. The sound of the 85, Todd Lehman. Consistent running all day for Lehman. And he greets the checkered flag. So the two competitors to have finished the 5 laps, Aaron Havey and Todd Lehman across the line, which means there are 2 more cars on the circuit. It'll be the 10.06 of Travis Conrad and the 11.69 of Ben McNamara. Now McNamara has 1 more lap still to run. Travis Conrad is on his final lap of the race. Of course, when we saw Todd Lehman come past us before over the Waikerie Toyota jump, he was stuck in the dust of Ben McNamara. So since the jump he has made the pass. And Ben McNamara shouldn't be too far away from starting his 5th and final lap here at the Riverland Enduro for 2024. We can hear him making his way towards us now. McNamara in the Honey Badger frame. 1 more left to go. 43 kilometres left ahead of him. And down the Sprint Freight and Logistics start straight. So Travis Conrad should be the next car to return towards us. McNamara, a 35 flat, his 4th lap time. So losing about a couple of minutes there with his issue pulling over the side of the road. Still unsure what the drama was, but the McNamara machine back underway and on the final lap of the 43 kilometre track in section 2. But Todd Lehman's final lap time, a 29.37. Remembering he was in the dust of Ben McNamara for a little bit of time there, so he would have lost some time. But his fastest lap, a 27.17, set on lap number 1. So McNamara will be the final competitor to tackle the Sutton Ford whoops. And over the Jetworks super jump. to interview on his final lap of the race. 10.06 of Travis Conrad over the Waikerie Toyota jump. A reminder of everyone that the jump there is roughly 3/4 of a complete lap. So not far to go for Travis Conrad on his journey to a finish here at the 2024 Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. The only two competitors out on the track are Travis Conrad and Ben McNamara.
He doesn't take the burn very well.
I got confirmation before that the Conrad machine is that of the ex-Ursig car. Ben and Luke Ursig. Ben drove it mainly for a while there, and Luke took the wheel for a couple of races towards the end of them owning it. And that is Travis Conrad's car now. Of course, that car, the ex-Cox car out of America, which did compete in the Baja 1000. So it's got a lot of racing pedigree. There's the 10.06 of Travis Conrad. And the only other competitor out on the track right now is Ben McNamara in 11.69. And not too far from home now, we can hear in the distance the 10.06 of Travis Conrad. On the journey back towards the start-finish line. And he will greet the checkered flag. He'll be our third finisher of the state section for the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro.
Over there, Jack? Yeah, stacked it. Yeah, she stacked it alright. She rode it one, I reckon. Yeah, fucking did the job.
Incredible if McNamara just crossed our own. Absolutely flying away.
So it's been an outstanding weekend for the Conrad team. And Travis Conrad will greet the checkered flag in 2024 at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro, the third of our state competitors to finish. So he'll be brought up to the fence line alongside both Aaron Havey and Todd Leven. That means that we have one more car left on the track. The 1169 of Ben McNamara has the full circuit all to himself. We'll get a lap time for Travis Conrad for you very soon. his final lap. .32.15 for Travis Conrad's final lap. His fastest lap also on lap number 1, which was a 30.07. You can see his lights through the trees now. Ben McNamara back into view. He's going to negotiate the left-hander and head up towards the Waikerie Toyota infield jump for the final time this weekend. Not long left to go for Ben McNamara. on his 5th and final lap here.
Do you know that Mike? Does that help? Do you know how far? There we go. Take that stool down so we don't have to keep moving stuff in a second.
Yeah.
Get half the job done.
Yep, no worries.
mic is back on.
So Ben McNamara in 11.69, the last car out on the track. On his way back towards us now to greet the checkered flag. He was unable to complete all 5 laps of the short course racing yesterday, but he has completed all 5 laps of section 2 here at the Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro. So that is all cars accounted for at round 5 of the 2024 ARB 4x4 Accessories Sarah Motor Club Series and round 1 of the AORRA South Australian Off-Road Racing Championship. Once again, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all of our event sponsors, our naming rights sponsor Waikerie Hotel, our platinum sponsors Sprint Freight and Logistics, Ramco Earthworks, Waikerie Toyota, Sutton Ford, our gold sponsors Ronco, Growers Services, Waikerie Club, Elders Loxton, Waikerie Tyre Power, Riverland Funerals, River Murray Auto Wreckers and Waikerie Plumbing and Gas. Our silver sponsors Shill Auto, Waikerie Mechanical, Truro Agencies, Rollbush Quality Meats. Our bronze sponsors Ultimate Irrigation Barmer and Riverland Irrigation Waikerie. Our class sponsors, the Ultimate Class sponsored by Element Off-Road, Class 1 sponsored by Manham Auto Centre, Class 2 sponsored by Waikerie Machine Hire, Class 5 sponsored by River Murray Auto Wreckers, Class 10 sponsored by Waikerie Toyota, and Class 11 sponsored by Sutton Ford. And a massive thank you to all of the officials, volunteers, our recovery crews, everyone who helped make this event possible. Massive thank you to the Waikerie Off-Road Club for putting on a fantastic event. Once again, McNamara's final lap time, a 33.36. So with all 4 of those cars across the line, it brings the 2024 Waikerie Hotel Riverland Enduro to an end. Presentation up as soon as possible over by event headquarters, so head on down there very soon. And we hope to see you at the Riverland Enduro in 2025.